Now this is a very simple one. You already know which of the following relation is correct with respect to two parallel lines. Yeah? What's the answer?
A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by
Obviously,
B2.
A1 by A2 equal to B1 by B2, not equal to C1 by C2. It's a concept-based question. Obviously, Arnav has asked some question. Arnav, which of the following pair of linear equations are consistent? Now, consistent means they should have solutions. They should have solutions. So let's solve the question whatever Arnav has asked. Now I'm solving the question what you have asked in chat box. Check the option A. A1 is 1, A2 is 2. Next, B1 is 1, B2 is 2. Is that? C1 is 5, C2 is 10. Clearly 1 by 2 equal to 1 by 2 equal to 1 by 2. So all of them are equal. Equal means
Yes.
infinite solutions. Infinite
Yes, sir.
solutions. If it is infinite solution means whenever the equations have solutions, they are consistent. Simple. Doesn't matter whether they will have unique solution or they have infinitely many solutions. The idea is they should have solution. If they have a solution, they are consistent. So clearly the question whatever you have given Arnav, A1 by A2 equal to B1 by B2 equal to C1 by C2. So that condition is for infinitely many solution. Since it has solution, they are consistent. Simple. Clear?
Sir, this question was actually given in the test. So, sir, there was the correct option was A and C. So, sir, when solving C, it's not coming equal.
Okay, let's check. Let's check. I'm checking the others also. Second question, option B. So first option is consistent. Perfect. Option B. What is A? 1. What is 8? A1 is 1. A2 is 3 on the second equation. Next, B1 is minus 1. B2 is minus 3. C1 is 8. C2 is 16. Clearly 1 by 3 equal to 1 by 3. 1 by 3, but it is not equal to what? 1 by 2, na? So A1 by A2 equal to B1 by B2 not equal to C1 by C2 means parallel lines. And parallel lines have no solution. So second is inconsistent. So option A remains. Let's check option C. Let me make some space. Let's check option C. Let's check option C. What is option C? Okay, A1. What is A1? 2. A2, 4 in the second equation. Like options, let's check. B1, 1. The second equation, B2 is minus 2. Is that option? C1 is minus 6. C2 is minus 4. Clearly 1 by 2 is not equal to minus 1 by 2, na? Is this equal? Is that? So A1 by A2 not equal to B1 by B2. So unique solution. So since it has solution, so obviously it becomes consistent. Is this clear? So the option A remains. Option C is also the answer. A and C is the options. Now when you come to D option there, let me tell you the D option. Let's check the D option there. What do you have? Okay. What do you have? You have A1 by A2, option D. A1 is 2, A2 is 4. B1 by B2. B1 is minus 2, B2 is minus 4. C1 by C2. Minus 2 by minus 5. Clearly 1 by 2 equal to 1 by 2. But it is not equal to 2 by 5, na? So A1 by A2 equal to B1 by B2 is not equal to C1 by C2 means parallel lines. Parallel lines, and parallel lines have no solution. So obviously they are inconsistent. So option has to be your A and C is the answer. Is this clear, guys? Everyone? So A and C are the perfect options. Anyone still have any doubt? I'm waiting. Clear? Chalo, good.
Yes, sir.
Perfect, perfect. Let's move ahead. I'm sure this is a simple question. Let's take another question. Now this is a question. What is saying? if the system of linear equations, that is, okay, some equation is missing here. Okay, some equation is missing here. Let it be. Let this question be. Take this question now. Come to this question. What is saying? The ratio of two-digit number. The ratio of two-digit number. The ratio of two-digit number to the sum of its digits is 7:1. And the digit at tens place is 4 more than the digit at ones place. So what is the successor of this number? Good question. Think of it. Let's think of this question. The ratio of a two-digit number to the sum of it. There is a two-digit number and the sum of it, the ratio is given as 7:1. And the digit at the tens place is 4 more than the digit at ones place. So what is the successor of this number? Good question. Anyone?
Sir, is D option is correct?
D? I don't think so. D is not the correct answer. Bhumika is writing something. Y is equal to x plus 4. Perfect, Bhumika. 10y plus x by x plus y is equal to 7 by 1. Perfect. Good. Solve those two equations, you'll get the answer. Bhumika is represented perfectly. The ratio of two-digit number to the sum of it. Success is 85. Perfect. Good. Bhumika has got the answer. 85. That's a perfect answer. Anyone else? The equation what you have represented, Bhumika, is a perfect one. So I'll explain this. See, what it's saying is, let's understand. The ratio of a two-digit number to the sum of its digit is 7:1. So there is a two-digit number and sum of two digits is given. So first, we need to understand what is the digits at units place and tens places. So let us assume, let the digit at unit and tens place be x and y. Let's say, for instance, understand this. What I'm saying, let us assume the digits at the unit place is x, the digit at the tens place is y. Is that the digits at the unit place and tens place is x and y. Now, two-digit number. How the two-digit number looks like?
10x plus y.
Two-digit number is x plus 10y, na? Is that? And sum of digits is x plus y. Obviously, digits at the tens place is y, right? That's the reason why 10y, x plus 10y. And sum of the numbers means, what are the two numbers? It is x and y. So obviously sum is x plus y. X plus y. Given, let me write that here. Given, what is given? The ratio of this two. X plus 10y by x plus y. How much it is? 7:1. Is that? This is your first equation. Clear? You'll get the first equation after cross multiplying. And what is the second condition given? What is the second condition given? The digits at the tens place is 4 more than the digit at ones place. So digit at the tens place, according to second condition. What is second condition? Digit at tens place is y, is 4 more than digit at ones place. That is x plus 4, na? So digit at ones place is x. So digit at tens place is 4 more than digit at ones place. So this is your second equation. So cross multiply this. The first case, you'll get one equation. x plus 10y by x plus y is equal to 7:1. Cross multiply. You'll get one equation. You have another equation. Solve these two equations, you'll get the answer. Solve these two equations, you'll get the answer. So let's cross multiply. What is that? X plus 10y is equal to, cross multiply, x plus 10y is equal to 7x plus 7y. So x plus 10y is equal to 7x plus 7y. Let's solve this. Take this x on the left hand side. That's what you have. X plus 10y is equal to 7x plus 7y. Solve this. Take this x on the right hand side. It is 6x. 10y on the right hand side. Minus 10y plus 7y is minus 3y equal to 0. I can take 3 common. 2x minus y equal to 0. That's what your first equation is. Done? Done. Now, second equation. What is that? Take this y on the right hand side. It becomes x minus y plus 4 equal to 0. So solve these two equations. So what do? Put y is equal to 2x. From this, y is equal to 2x. You substitute in this. So y is equal to 2x. So already you have x. This is 2x plus 9 equals 0. So what is minus x plus 9 equals 0? What is x? 9. I'm sure. Oh, sorry. This is 4 now. I'm sorry. My mistake. It is 4. It's not 9. 4. X is equal to 4. Now if you put x is equal to 4 in this, what is y? 8. Therefore, the number is 84. What is the next successor number? Obviously, 85. Simple?
Can you repeat the last step?
Yes, I'll explain. See here. What we have done, okay, the ratio of two-digit number to the sum of its digit is asking now. There is a two-digit number, there is a sum of digit. What we do is, let us assume the digit at the units place is x and digit at the tens place is y. So how will you form a two-digit number? Obviously x plus 10y, na? Digit at units place is x, tens place is y. So x plus 10y is the two-digit number. What is sum of digits? The sum of these two is x plus y. Now what is the condition given? First condition, the ratio of two-digit number to the sum of its digit is 7:1. Now the ratio of two-digit number to the sum of it is 7:1. This is the first condition, right? This is the first condition. What is the second condition? The digit at the tens place is 4 more than digits at one place. What is digit at tens place? Obviously, your digits at 10 place is x. 4 more than digits at one place means, obviously, digit at one place is x. 4 more than means plus 4. So it becomes y is equal to x plus 4. So according to first equation, x plus 10y by 7x plus y, if you cross multiply, 1 will multiply here, x plus 10y, 7 will multiply here, 7x plus 7y. So x plus 10y is equal to 7x plus 7y. Take this x on the left hand side. 7x minus x is 6x. Take this 10y on the right hand side. 7y minus 10y is minus 3y. I can take 3 common. So it becomes 2x minus y equal to 0 is the first equation. The second thing, in the second equation, send this y on the other side. It becomes minus y, na? So it becomes x minus y plus 4 equals 0. Now you have this first equation, this is second equation. You have to solve this two to get x and y. So what I did is, from this first equation, I got y is equal to 2x. Substitute this y is equal to 2x in this equation. So y is equal to 2x. If you substitute, what do you get? So y is equal to 2x means, okay, this is x. This is y is equal to 2x. So it becomes x minus 2x plus 4 equals 0. So x minus 2x is minus x plus 4 equals 0. Send this minus x on the other side. It becomes x is equal to 4. X is equal to 4 if you put on this. So what is that? 2 into 4? 8 now. So y is 8. So what is the number? Obviously 84. Because y is the tens place, x is the unit place. So 84 is the number. Next successor, obviously 85. Perfect? Is this clear? Guys, I'm sure it's